Meantime, a new warning from the United States Embassy in Nassau, sending ripples to the Bahamas' water sports industry, urging travelers to steer clear of jet ski activities due to recent sexual assault concerns. While the reported incidents have been isolated to the capital, the advisory's reach carries nationwide implications. Now, industry professionals are speaking out in defense of their operations, pointing to stringent safety measures already in place to protect both locals and visitors.
Our business was proactive.
A new warning from the U.S. Embassy in Nassau threatens to cast a shadow over the Bahamas' water sports industry. With the country heavily dependent on tourism and its promise of sun, sand, and sea, the advisory urges travelers to steer clear of jet ski activities due to the risk of sexual assault. As concerns grow, Pirates Cove General Manager David Wallace says at the property they've already taken proactive steps to address safety following a widely publicized incident at his location last year.
Any guest who wishes to use the jet ski has to be able to operate it themselves. First, they must be of legal age, where they have to have a driver's license in order to be an operator. And if they paid for the use of the jet ski, then they have to use it themselves. Our guys, they cannot take no guests out.
In fact, he says staff has been advised of a sexual harassment training course that was implemented to break down the do's and don'ts of dealing with guests.
Tourism is our mainstay here, not only on this island of Grand Bahama, but especially in New Providence and the other family islands. And so whatever we can do to protect the industry, we are all in support of it 100%.
Still, not everyone agrees the proposed changes go far enough. Kyle Charlton, Get Wet Water Sports Manager, says since the advisory, he's seen a decline in business.
We need to address certain things. The non-licensed operators, no insurance, people who on the water and soliciting into tourists. Since the advisory came out, business has slowed down, I would say. But I don't know if it's the time of the year or with current situations, GDP dropping, stuff like that.
Meantime, Minister of National Security Wayne Munro says a police-led task force has proposed outfitting rented life vests with body-worn cameras for tourists to mitigate against these issues. But questions remain about how the system will be rolled out.
And so I think if the government wants to look at it, if they are prepared to bear the cost, I think it's something that they would have to carry the cost of.
I don't think it will work unless the governing bodies actually crack down on the non-licensed operators.